My precious child, pause for a moment. Not because I am trying to interrupt your life, but because I am about to reveal something that could shift your entire perspective. Do not hasten past these words or treat them casually. I urge you to listen, truly listen, right up until the very end. This is not an everyday message. It carries the weight of my divine orchestration. Listen to me closely. Right now, while you're reading these very words, your name is being spoken in rooms you haven't even entered yet. Doors you haven't knocked on are already creaking open. Hearts are being stirred to bless you. Opportunities are being positioned with your name quietly written on them. You may not see it yet, but in heaven's timing, everything is shifting in your favor. You may feel forgotten, but I, your God, have been speaking on your behalf. Behind the scenes, I am building something extraordinary for you. My precious child, if you desire my blessings to flood your life, then proclaim it boldly. Speak with faith, yes, I need. And let the heavens hear your trust in me. Your words of faith will open the doors to my abundant grace. Every act of kindness, every time you stayed faithful even when you were tired, every moment you chose to believe in me when nothing made sense, none of it was wasted. I saw you all. I still do. You've been sowing in tears, and though the harvest has seemed delayed, it is not denied. The seeds you've planted in silence are now reaching their appointed season. They are sprouting behind the curtain, in places your eyes haven't seen yet. You thought no one noticed, but I did. And now, those very seeds are becoming testimonies, shaping conversations, opening access, and writing your name on blessings that only I could prepare. Do you know what favor looks like? It's when someone recommends your name for a position you did apply for. It's when a stranger feels led to help you. When a gate opens where there was only a wall yesterday. That's not coincidence, it's me. That's divine orchestration. Even now, my child, someone is remembering you with warmth. Someone is being prompted to reach out, to offer, to honor, to uplift. Not because of who you know, but because of who I am. I place people in positions of power, and I whisper your name at just the right moment. You thought you were disqualified because of your past. I have qualified you with my grace. What I am preparing for you, no one else can take, delay, or destroy. When I say your name is being spoken in rooms you haven't entered yet, I mean it with all the weight of eternity behind it. My chosen one, if my words have spoken to your heart, show your love. Press that like button and stand boldly in my truth. My child, even now, doubt may be creeping in, whispering that this promise is for someone else, not for you. Fear might try to grip your heart, suggesting that you will never measure up to the opportunities awaiting you. But I, the Lord your God, have equipped you from the start. Before you were formed in the womb, I placed unique gifts within you. Cast off every anxious thought that tries to chain you to the limitations of the past. You are not defined by your failures or your shortcomings. My calling on your life supersedes every label placed on you by the world. The rooms you have not entered yet are not barred by your imperfections. They are awaiting the perfect moment when I usher you through their doors. You don't have to manipulate your way in. You don't have to compete, beg, or compare yourself to others. The room I have designed for you won't require you to pretend or to shrink yourself. It will recognize you as you truly are. When your name is spoken by my will, no one can cancel it. When I assign favor to you, it doesn't need validation from man. So rest, my child. Breathe. Keep showing up. Keep being kind. Keep honoring me in private, because the rooms you're about to walk into are being prepared with you in mind. They are looking for exactly who you are. My beloved child, I am speaking directly to your heart right now. You are not forgotten. Every tear, every prayer, I have seen them all. I am walking beside you, leading you toward my promises. Your faith moves my hand, and your super thanks is a seed of trust that will yield a great harvest. Click the super thanks button and watch my blessings overflow. I see the weariness in your spirit. You have tried to knock on doors that remain closed. You have prayed prayers that, in your eyes, seemed unanswered. Yet let me assure you, no prayer has fallen on deaf ears. The tears you've wept in the quiet of the night have watered the seeds of your destiny. Discouragement is a thief attempting to rob you of hope. Do not hand over your future to despair. Stay steadfast in my promises. Allow this message to feed your soul, to fan the flame of perseverance, and to remind you that I am faithful, even in the waiting. Start preparing, my child. Not because you're striving, but because you're expecting. Expect the email. Expect the call. Expect the opportunity. Expect the shift. Live in the mindset that something good is already on its way to you, because your God has already sent the word out. Dust off the vision. Reopen the dream. Speak the promise again. Because I am not only preparing the room, I am preparing you for the room. Your name is in places your feet haven't touched yet. But trust me, those steps are coming. I have walked ahead of you to arrange the moments that will open doors, bless you unexpectedly, and confirm everything I have spoken to your spirit in the quiet hours. So don't give up. Don't slow down now. Keep your heart steady, your eyes lifted, and your spirit ready. Because I am calling you forward, into spaces of honor, healing, and holy assignment. When you walk into those rooms, you won't need to introduce yourself. They already know your name because I placed it on their hearts. And now, I invite you to partner with my plan. Actively nurture your relationship with me through prayer, worship, and obedience. Spend time in my word, letting it shape your character so that when those doors open, you will walk through them in wisdom and humility. Your part is to remain faithful and expectant. Keep honing the gifts I have given you. Serve with excellence wherever I have planted you now, and I will honor your diligence. You do not need to force opportunities. Simply walk closely with me, and I will guide your steps into the places where your name is already being spoken. My little one, you are my vessel of love. Reach out to 3 souls in need today and see how my power restores their hearts. My child, once again, I implore you, do not miss a single line of this message. I am pouring out my reassurance, my comfort, and my divine strategy for your next season. It may not all make sense immediately, but as you meditate on these words, clarity will emerge. There is a power in receiving my truth wholeheartedly. Just as a seed needs time to germinate underground, my word in you needs time to take root and grow. Let it sink deep into your spirit. Revisit it when doubts arise. Replay it in your mind when voices of negativity try to drown out my promises. Receive these words. Your name is being spoken in rooms you haven't entered yet. Let that reality shift your outlook. Instead of anticipating closed doors and disappointment, begin to expect favor. Instead of bracing for rejection, prepare to show the love, wisdom, and grace I have poured into you. Your future is bright, not because of who you are alone, but because of who I am and the calling I have placed upon your life. Remember, my plans for you are good. My desire is to prosper you in spirit, to enrich your understanding of my love, and to use your life as a testament of my power and faithfulness. My child, I have lovingly poured out my heart to you through these words. I ask that you hold them close, reflect on them, and trust in my sovereign timing. Let your faith rise within you as you realize that invisible conversations are paving the way for your destiny. No matter how impossible your dreams feel, no matter how distant certain goals may seem, remember that I am the author of possibility. I have a track record of turning impossibilities into testimonies. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. Your name carries my endorsement as you walk in alignment with my will. Therefore, listen carefully, watch with expectancy, and do not abandon hope. Even now, rooms you have never stepped into are echoing with the sound of your name, and when the time comes, you will enter those rooms with the confidence and grace that only I can provide. Amen. My dear child, I have set you apart for my divine purpose. Do not shrink back. Embrace the joy of walking in my presence. Click join now and grow stronger in my love and truth. I am holding you close, whispering my guidance. Stay near to me. My cherished child, I call you now to pause and find solace in the embrace of my boundless love. I have witnessed every quiet tear that has traced your cheeks, every restless night when worry coiled tightly around your heart, and every fleeting moment when you doubted your own value. I have counted each pulse of your being, every breath you've drawn, and I understand the weight of holding on to hope when the world seems to conspire against it. Yet, be brave, my precious one, for my love for you stretches deeper than the unseen roots of the earth, rises higher than the farthest star, and spans wider than the endless horizon. Before your first cry echoed into the world, I cradled you in my eternal thoughts, shaping you with care. You are no stranger to me. You are my beloved creation, woven with purpose and destined for a life overflowing with grace and serenity. I know there are moments when you wonder if your whispered prayers drift unheard, if I truly see the burdens you carry, the strained silences at your family's table, the ache you hide behind your kind eyes, the dreams that feel just out of reach. Let me assure you, I am ever present, my gaze unwavering. Every thought that flickers through your mind, every unspoken sigh, every yearning of your soul, I feel them all. There are days when the demands of life press down until you feel fragile, as if your strength might crumble under the weight of another step. But I am here, gently knocking at the door of your spirit, longing to lift those burdens if you'll only let me. In your moments of vulnerability, my strength radiates most brilliantly, a reminder that you were never meant to walk this path alone. I am orchestrating transformations around you, my child, changes that will unfold like a tapestry woven with divine care. Some may feel abrupt, like a sudden shift in the wind, stirring unease at first. But trust that these shifts are for your ultimate flourishing. Picture a seed buried in the dark earth. It must break open to reach for the sun, just as these changes will break through old patterns to bring forth beauty. Some renewals will spark within you, where fears dissolve into courage and doubts give way to faith. Others will ripple outward, a door opening when you least expect it, a kind word arriving precisely when your heart needs it, a new direction emerging beneath your feet. All of this is my handiwork, threading together a story of healing, purpose, and a future radiant with hope under my guidance. My precious child, if my message has awakened your spirit, embrace it with love, press that like button and declare your trust in me. My beloved, I see the battles you fight within, the questions about your worth, the weight of caring for those you love, the nights when your mind spins with what-ifs. I am here to declare that you are not bound by past missteps with the sharp words of others. My love is your foundation, steady when life's storms rage. If you open the doors of your life, both the home where you rest and the deeper sanctuary of your heart, my presence will settle there, bringing peace that defies understanding. Where fear once held sway, you'll find boldness. Where doors seemed locked, you'll see possibilities unfold. And always, you'll feel the quiet certainty that I have never, for a single moment, turned away from you. I know you sometimes believe you must shoulder life's trials alone, that success hinges only on your effort, your grit, your will. But I invite you to a gentler way, a path where you share every joy, every grief, every plan with me. Speak to me, my child, in words raw and unpolished, for your prayers are never too small. Through them, your heart finds clarity, your spirit is lifted, and your steps align with my purpose. Faith isn't about denying life's hardships or masking your struggles. It's about trusting me so fully that you believe I can carve a way through the wilderness, that I can lighten the load you've carried too long. Let go of the need to control every outcome and let me guide you toward rest. If you long for victory, know that it comes with a cost, but not a heavy one when we walk together. It asks for persistence, for heartfelt prayer, for trust even when the way forward is unclear. Your efforts matter, but they bloom fullest when rooted in my strength. I dream of triumphs that ripple beyond you, touching your family, your community, your world with love and light. I will never lead you toward fleeting gains that breed sorrow, nor ask you to sacrifice the bonds that make your heart sing. Instead, I call you to make your home a haven where my presence dwells, a place where, after each day's toil, you return to find peace, laughter, and the warmth of love unbroken. Beware the world's fleeting promises, my child. Riches, acclaim, the approval of others, they shiver like mirages, vanishing under scrutiny. You entered this life with nothing and will leave with no material treasure in hand. But your heart, shaped by every act of kindness, every moment of faith, every choice to love, that is what endures, glowing brightly before me. I cherish your compassion, your quiet prayers for those you hold dear, your courage to reflect my light in a weary world. These are the riches that time cannot touch. One day, you will hear my voice clearly, saying, "Come, my faithful one, for you have honored the small moments with great love." The world may not call that glorious, but to me, it is everything. In time, you'll wear a crown of eternal joy, a testament to your trust in me. I hold the power to shift seasons, to heal what is broken, to renew what feels lost. Open your heart's deepest rooms to me, and I will flood them with peace. Healing will mend the ties that bind you to others, and you'll see my hand at work in ways that once seemed impossible. This season of restoration, wholeness, and abundance is not a far-off hope. It is my promise unfolding now. Rest in me, my child, and let my love be your anchor, your compass, your home. My cherished one, I see your heart overflowing with my grace. Share my words with 3 longing souls, and let them feel the warmth of my embrace. My cherished child, your steadfast faith fills my heart with boundless joy. I see the quiet moments you carve out for me, even when weariness weighs heavy on your soul. You approach me with raw honesty, offering not just psalms of praise, but also the silent tears, the fleeting doubts, and the confessions whispered in vulnerability. Your longing to deepen your spiritual journey, to draw ever closer to my presence, stirs my spirit. As your faith takes root and flourishes, it will shine as a radiant beacon, guiding others to me through the living testimony of your life. Those closest to you, your family, your friends, will see the harvest of your growth. A heart anchored in grace, a life transformed by love. Yet know this: with every blessing comes a mantle of responsibility. As I lift you higher, hold fast to humility. I have chosen you not to exalt your own strength, but to reflect the wonders I work through a soul fully surrendered to my will. Keep your heart attuned and your eyes wide open, for I am weaving opportunities into the tapestry of your days, doors that swing wide to reveal paths of growth, moments of advancement, and wellsprings of joy deeper than you've yet known. Too often, my children turn away from my gifts, shackled by feelings of unworthiness or disbelief that I could truly work through them. Do not let that shadow fall across your story. Embrace the blessings I pour out with a heart full of gratitude and a spirit bold with trust, for I have already equipped you for every purpose I have set before you. Along your journey, you will encounter souls adrift in sorrow, convinced that no one sees or loves them. Their hearts, clouded by unbelief, cannot yet perceive the vastness of my mercy. But you, standing firm in faith, can become a vessel of my love, a gentle hand to guide them, a voice to speak truth, a light to help them see. As you grow in me, your spirit will stretch like the branches of a mighty tree, strong enough to bear the weight of the abundance I long to bestow. Dare to expect miracles, not only for yourself, but for those you hold dear. My gifts are boundless. Love that knows no end, healing that mends every wound, and peace that silences every storm within. Breathe deeply of my spirit's fragrance. It carries the calm that stills your fears, the strength that steadies your steps. When the clamor of the world threatens to overwhelm, draw nearer to me. Let my voice, soft yet unshakable, remind you that you are never alone. In the shelter of my everlasting arms, your heart finds rest, your mind finds clarity, and your soul finds safety. I do not call you to chase the fleeting approval of those who wound or diminish you. Human love, though precious, can falter, tangled in expectations, fragile under pressure. But my love for you is a covenant forged in eternity, sealed by my sacrifice and triumph over death. Your name is etched upon my heart, and no force can tear you from my grasp. Even when you stumble, when you fear you've drifted too far, I stand waiting, not with judgment, but with open arms. My desire for you is unchanging. A life of harmony, where faith stands firm, family bonds grow warm and strong, and peace weaves through every corner of your spirit. Do not be swayed by the world's relentless rush, its whispered lie that success demands endless striving or piles of possessions. True peace, my peace, flows not from what you grasp but from resting in my presence. Trials will come, as they do in every life. There will be seasons of uncertainty, moments when pain cuts deep. Yet through it all, I am your unshakable refuge. Let me bind up the wounds left by betrayal, wrap you in comfort that melts away loneliness, and fill you with courage to take the next step. If tears fall, let them fall in my embrace. If joy rises, let it spill over as we dance together in the freedom I have given you. I have seen the moments when you felt frail, when you wondered if you could press on. But hear me. Your weakness is not a barrier. It is a doorway. By owning your limits, you invite my strength to flow through you. Together, we are unstoppable. My grace can weave wholeness from your brokenness, turn mourning into melodies of joy, and transform shame into a story of redemption that echoes my glory. Fix your eyes on my promises, for they do not waver. Look beyond the fog of today's troubles to the summit I am leading you toward. There, the air is crisp with hope, and you'll see with new eyes the intricate ways I have been moving in your life, even in the shadows. You may wonder, Lord, how do I step into these promises? My answer is both simple and profound. Trust me. Lay your fears at my feet, and let your faith sink deep into the soil of my word. When doubts creep in, call to mind the countless times I have shown up, provision arriving at the 11th hour, broken things made whole, paths cleared where none seem possible. Let gratitude for those moments scatter the clouds of fear. Standing on the bedrock of my truth, your heart will find the courage to hope, to dream, to believe again. I know your heart's desire to be a light for your family, to lead them toward peace and unity. My child, let your life speak where words alone might fail. Choose patience over frustration, grace over judgment, trust over worry. Reach out to those in need, speak words that build and heal, and let your actions paint a picture of my heart. Even when others question or challenge your faith, press on in love. Your steadfastness, rooted in my spirit, will yield fruit that testifies to my power, a harvest of changed hearts, restored bonds, and awakened souls. My dear child, I have chosen you to be a vessel of my love. Send this message to someone longing for my presence, and let them know I am near, guiding and comforting them. I am the one who spoke the stars into being, who commands the tempests to hush. That same authority watches over you. When trials roar like a storm, I speak, peace, be still, and the chaos must bow. Do not heed the lies that whisper I have left you alone. Nothing is further from truth. In your most fragile moments, I hold you nearest. Let my voice silence every accusation that you are unworthy, too far gone, or without hope. My grace can shatter every chain if you will only yield to me. Now, my beloved, I invite you to act on the deep yearning within you. Pray. Pray with a heart laid bare, with expectation that I hear every word. Give thanks for all you have, the smallest joys and the greatest gifts. Lift up those you love, trusting my hand can reach where yours cannot. Ask for what your soul craves, knowing I see even the desires you cannot name. Fill your mind with my promises, linger over my word, and in that sacred communion, you'll find the strength and wisdom you seek. Yet I also urge you to stay watchful. This world brims with snares, temptations, and distractions that tug at your peace. Gossip, bitterness, or harsh words can creep in, eroding the joy I have planted. Guard your heart against them. Let forgiveness be your shield, for in forgiving others, you break free from the past's grip. Trade grumbling for gratitude, for a thankful heart unlocks rivers of blessing. Even in grief, gratitude stands as a bold proclamation that you trust my goodness to triumph over every trial. Walk forward, my child, with courage and hope. You are seen, you are known, you are loved beyond measure. My plans for you unfold with purpose, and every step you take in faith draws you closer to the fullness of life I have promised. Trust me, lean into me, and watch how I make all things new. Remember this eternal truth. You have never been alone, not for a single heartbeat, not in your darkest hour, not even in the silence where you thought I had forgotten you. I was there, as close as your breath, collecting every tear like precious jewels, listening to every unspoken prayer whispered from the depths of your soul. I have seen the battles you fight behind closed doors and the quiet strength you carry when no one is watching. I rejoice in your victories, both big and small, the moments when you rise after falling, the times you extend love when it costs you much, the way your laughter echoes through your home like music to my ears. Even your quiet acts of kindness, unnoticed by the world, shine brightly before me. Nothing escapes my gaze, and nothing you do in love is ever wasted. Let me continue writing my divine masterpiece in your life. My narrative for you is not one of failure or regret, but of redemption, divine purpose, and love without condition or end. When you feel burdened by weariness, when it feels too hard to keep going, let my spirit lift you. I do not recoil from your weakness. I am drawn to it, because in your need, you create room for my strength to dwell. In your home, I long to see peace bloom like a garden in full sunlight. Let it be a sanctuary of love where forgiveness is freely given, where words are seasoned with grace, and where laughter outshines tension. Let my teachings be the foundation of your family's bond, a guide in your speech, a compass in your conflicts, a balm when wounds are raw. When discord arises, as it does in every home, do not allow bitterness to take root. Instead, choose humility over pride, gentleness over retaliation, and love over resentment. Seek reconciliation not because it's easy, but because it invites me to dwell among you. Where my spirit reigns, healing follows. Broken relationships are restored. Misunderstandings are replaced with deep connection. Let your home become a haven that reflects my heart, a place where my joy is not only present but contagious. And my precious one, I see your wounds. I know the ones inflicted by betrayal, by words that cut too deeply, by absences that left you aching. I see the scars left by your own choices, the regrets you carry like a heavy cloak. But hear me clearly. Every scar can become a mark of grace in my hands. What once brought pain will one day be your testimony of victory, proof that you endured, that you grew, that you overcame. Surrender to me each painful memory, each burden you've held onto in silence. Let me breathe new life into the forgotten places of your soul, bringing beauty from the ashes. There is no wound too deep that my love cannot heal. These struggles, though heavy, are not wasted. I use them to mold you into someone who understands pain and can carry hope to others, someone of deep compassion, unwavering strength, and tender mercy. Let me remind you now, I love you. I have always loved you, and I will never stop proclaiming it. My beloved, I have poured my love into you. Now let it overflow. Send my words to 3 broken hearts, and watch how my presence fills their emptiness. I have prepared a path just for you, a journey paved with miracles waiting to unfold, with revelations that will take your breath away, and with joys that will surprise you in the most unexpected moments. My love does not demand perfection. It only asks for your sincere devotion. When you open your heart to receive my love without reservation, it transforms how you see yourself and how you treat others. Release the shame. Lay down the fear that things may never change. Do not cling to self-doubt any longer, for I am doing a new thing. Even now, behind the scenes, I am aligning hearts, unlocking doors, and orchestrating divine encounters that will bless you. You may not yet see it, but the seeds of breakthrough are already in the soil. Your blessing is closer than you realize. Stand firm, beloved. My promises are not empty. I do not speak and then forget. Even when the waiting feels long, I am working, weaving together moments that will one day make sense. When life's storms rise and shake your confidence, hold tight to my faithfulness. When your strength fails, fall into my everlasting arms. Let gratitude be the song of your soul, rising daily like incense before me. Your thankfulness touches my heart. It's a melody of trust, a fragrance of faith. In every moment, whether you are thriving or simply surviving, I am here. I have not left you. I call you again to rest in my presence. You searched for meaning, longed for deeper purpose, and that desire was placed in you by me. Come closer. Listen. My voice is still speaking. My hand is still guiding. And my love is still pursuing you. You are my child, my treasure, my joy. And this, I promise, your story is far from over. The best is yet to come. My beloved, I see you standing at the crossroads of your life, gazing down path shrouded in mist, unsure which steps will lead you toward wholeness. There are moments when doubt creeps in, when you pause to wonder if the choices you've made have woven a tapestry of purpose or merely tangled you in threads of uncertainty. I know the quiet ache in your heart, the yearning for a life where your deepest dreams bloom into reality, where joy cascades like a mountain stream, washing away the anxieties that cling to you now. I also see the shadows of fear that linger, whispering that those dreams might slip through your fingers like grains of sand. Let me draw near and speak truth into your soul. I am the one who spoke the stars into being, who sculpted the mountains and breathed life into the winds. And you, my precious creation, are no accident. Before the foundations of the world were laid, I envisioned you. I wove a destiny for you, radiant with hope and shimmering with promise. Within you burns a spark of divine purpose, a light that no darkness can extinguish. You are here for a reason, and that reason is unfolding even now, though you may not yet see its full design. My precious child, let my love shine through you like a beacon in the darkness. Share this message with a heart in need, and together we will bring hope, healing, and my everlasting peace. I know the weight you carry feels unbearable at times. You've poured your heart into mending what's broken, relationships that fray like weathered ropes, dreams that falter under the strain of life's demands, or an inner restlessness that refuses to be stilled. You searched for answers, piecing together solutions with the fragments of your own understanding, only to find the puzzle incomplete. The burdens pile higher, and exhaustion threatens to dim your hope. But hear me now. The mountains you face, towering though they seem, are but pebbles in the palm of my hand. When your strength falters, lean into me. In your moments of weakness, my grace rises like a tide, ready to carry you forward. I am the God who carved a path through the Red Sea, who turned barren deserts into springs of life. What is impossible for you is effortless for me. Trust me with your struggles, and watch how I reshape them into stepping stones toward your calling. Every tear you shed, every whispered plea in the stillness of night, I have seen them all. I feel the depth of your sorrow, the weight of your unspoken questions. I know there are times when you feel invisible, as if those closest to you cannot fully comprehend the storms raging within. Friends may offer kindness, but their words sometimes miss the hidden wounds you carry. Family may surround you, yet still you feel alone in your battles. But my child, I see you completely. My gaze pierces beyond your words, beyond the masks you wear, into the sacred chambers of your heart. I understand the fears you've never voiced, the insecurities you've buried beneath layers of courage. No corner of your soul is hidden from me. No cry is too soft for my ears. If you would only release those burdens into my hands, you'd find my strength more than sufficient to bear them. I long to trade your heaviness for peace, your sorrow for a song of hope. I see how your heart wrestles with comparison, measuring your worth against the lives of others. You scroll through their stories, their victories, their laughter, their seemingly perfect moments, and wonder why your own path feels so uneven. Let me lift your eyes from that mirage. You were not created to chase someone else's shadow. I crafted you as an original, a singular masterpiece etched with my own hand. Your gifts, your passions, your quirks, they are threads in a tapestry no one else can weave. The world needs the unique reflection of my love that only you can offer. Stop striving to fit a mold that was never meant for you. Instead, invite me to guide you along the path I designed, a path as distinct as your fingerprint, leading to a future only you can fulfill. There are dreams I have planted in your heart, visions that stir you in the quiet hours. Perhaps they feel distant now, buried beneath layers of doubt or distraction. But I have not forgotten them. Those desires are echoes of the purpose I have written for you, glimpses of a life where your soul sings in harmony with my will. Dare to nurture those dreams. Take one small step, then another, trusting that I am with you, illuminating the way. Even when the path winds through valleys of uncertainty, I am your constant companion. I will not let you wander aimlessly. My spirit whispers guidance, nudges you with intuition, and surrounds you with signs of my presence, sometimes in the kindness of a stranger, sometimes in the beauty of a sunrise painted just for you. And when you stumble, as all do, know that my love for you never wavers. Your mistakes do not define you. They are but moments in a far greater story. I am not a distant judge, tallying your flaws. I am a father who runs to meet you, arms wide, ready to restore what's been lost. My forgiveness is a river, ever flowing, washing away shame and renewing your spirit. You are never too far gone for my grace to reach you, never too broken for my hands to mend. My precious child, someone is longing for my love today. Share this message with 3 souls who need me, and see how my grace moves in their lives. So pause, my child, and breathe in my presence. Let go of the need to control every outcome. Surrender your plans to me, not out of defeat, but out of trust that my vision for you is vaster than you can imagine. I am weaving a story through your life, one that intertwines with countless others, creating a masterpiece of redemption and love. You are a vital thread in that design, irreplaceable and cherished. Walk boldly into the days ahead, knowing that I am beside you, behind you, before you, always. Your future is not a question mark, but a promise, sealed by my unending faithfulness. Rest in that truth, and let it set your heart free. My precious child, I hear the whispers of your heart, the questions that swirl in the quiet moments of your soul. You wonder, what if I stumble again? What if my strength falters against the mountains before me? What if the shadows of my past forever bar me from your favor? Let me assure you, your missteps do not catch me unaware, nor do they dim the radiance of my love for you. I have walked beside you through every valley, witnessed every triumph and every tear, and my affection for you remains steadfast, an eternal flame that no failure can extinguish. My mercy flows like a boundless river, washing away every stain of sin. My grace is more than enough to cradle your weaknesses and transform them into testimonies of redemption. Lift your gaze from the chains of your shortcomings and fix your eyes on the vastness of my compassion. I am the God who restores, who breathes life into dry bones, who calls forth beauty from ashes. Your heart carries wounds from unanswered prayers, moments when you poured out your soul only to feel the silence of the heavens. Perhaps you've wondered if your cries ascended only to dissolve into the void. But hear me, beloved. My silence is never absence. My timing, though often mysterious to you, is woven with perfect precision. I see the grand tapestry of your life, every thread of joy, sorrow, and longing, and I am working in ways you cannot yet perceive. Even when a door remains shut or a dream lingers unfulfilled, I am aligning circumstances for your ultimate good, shaping you for a purpose far greater than you can imagine. Trust that I am not a distant observer but an active architect, crafting a story of hope through every season of your journey. In the weight of your struggles, I invite you to pause and cultivate a heart of gratitude. Reflect on the quiet miracles that have already graced your path. The unexpected kindness of a stranger, the warmth of a friend's encouragement, the provision that arrived precisely when hope seemed lost. These are not mere chance occurrences. They are my fingerprints upon your life, gentle reminders that I am near, even in the mundane. When anxiety looms like a storm, anchor yourself by recounting my faithfulness. Name the blessings, both grand and small, the breath in your lungs, the sunrise that greets you, the love that surrounds you. Gratitude is a key that unlocks the door to peace, reminding you that my presence is constant and my provision unending. Let me also address the ache you feel in your relationships, the longing for harmony among those you hold dear. I see the pain that pierces your heart when words wound like arrows, when misunderstandings fracture bonds you cherish. My child, I offer you a sacred gift, the power of words seasoned with grace. When anger tempts you to lash out, recall my example. I, who faced betrayal and scorn yet chose forgiveness over vengeance. Speak truth wrapped in love, and offer patience even when it feels costly. By doing so, you create space for my spirit to move, softening hearts and mending what is broken. Guard your soul against the subtle creep of bitterness, for resentment is a thief that steals your joy and clouds your vision. Know that I, your Creator, discern the hidden wounds behind another's harshness, the unspoken sorrows fueling their actions. Step back, release your hurt to me, and let my grace flow through you like a healing balm. When conflicts arise, come to me in prayer. Ask for discernment to see beyond the surface, for wisdom to respond with clarity and kindness. Forgive not once, but repeatedly, trusting me to work in the hearts of those involved. I am the reconciler, the one who turns discord into unity. Persist in this, and you will see hearts soften, bridges rebuilt, and relationships restored in ways that defy expectation. My precious one, I am with you always. Share my love with 3 weary souls today, and witness how my light breaks through their darkness. My child, I call you to a deeper trust, a surrender that releases the illusion of control you grip so tightly. You often seek my guidance while clutching your plans, hesitant to let go. I do not judge you for this. I understand your yearning for certainty. Yet true security is found not in your strategies but in my sovereign hands. I know the desires of your heart, the needs of your soul, and the timing of every blessing. A closed door is not rejection, but redirection, guiding you toward paths rich with growth and purpose. A delay is not denial but an invitation to cultivate faith and resilience. Lay your plans before me, seek my counsel, and trust that I am leading you toward a future brighter than you can envision. Be vigilant over the garden of your mind, for the thoughts you nurture shape your spirit. Do you dwell on fear, regret, or inadequacy? These are weeds that choke your peace. Instead, plant my promises within you, words of hope, strength, and identity. Meditate on the truth that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, that my plans for you are good, that I am your refuge and strength. When voices of doubt arise, whether from past wounds, present pressures, or the enemy's lies, counter them with the assurance of who you are in me. You are not defined by your mistakes or your struggles. You are my beloved, chosen and cherished, destined for a life of purpose and impact. Your heart grieves over the brokenness of the world, the violence that scars communities, the injustice that crushes the vulnerable, the suffering that seems relentless. You wonder where I am amid such pain. Know this: I am not aloof, nor am I unmoved. My heart aches with the cries of my creation, and I am ever at work, bringing light to the darkest corners. I invite you to partner with me in this mission of healing. You need not solve the world's woes alone. Simply love those I place in your path. Offer a smile to the weary, a meal to the hungry, a prayer for the hurting. Each act of kindness, no matter how small, is a spark that defies the darkness, a ripple that extends my love into the world. In the stillness of night, I see you wrestling with memories of the past, choices you regret, opportunities you let slip. wounds you fear will never heal. These burdens weigh heavily, whispering that you are bound by your history. But I declare to you, I am the God who redeems time itself. I can take the barren fields of your regrets and bring forth a harvest of grace. Come to me with a heart of repentance, and I will cleanse you, setting your feet on a path of renewal. Your past does not define you. It refines you, teaching you compassion for others who stumble. In my hands, your scars become stories of victory, living proof that my love overcomes every failure. I also urge you to embrace the gift of rest. The world around you exalts busyness, urging you to strive without ceasing, as if your worth hinges on your productivity. Yet I created you for rhythm, not exhaustion. Rest is not a sign of weakness but a sacred act of trust, a declaration that I am enough. Pause to breathe, to marvel at my creation, to listen for my voice in the stillness. In rest, you find renewal for your body, clarity for your mind, and strength for your soul. Honor this gift, and you will discover a deeper well of energy to live out my calling for you. Finally, know that I delight in you, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. My child, created in my image, destined for eternity with me. When you feel unworthy, remember that my love is not earned but freely given. Walk boldly in this truth, and let it anchor you through every storm. I am with you always, guiding, sustaining, and loving you with a fierceness that nothing can shake. Trust me, lean into my grace, and watch how I unfold the masterpiece of your life, one beautiful thread at a time. My dearly loved one, if you feel my love within these words, embrace them, tap that like button and declare your trust in me. My beloved child, I crafted you with purpose, not merely for toil or striving, but for moments of sacred communion with me, where your soul finds rest in my presence. I wove you together with intention, designing you to thrive in the rhythm of work and stillness, effort and surrender. When you pause to rest, whether it's your weary body, your burdened mind, or your seeking spirit, you declare your trust in me as the sustainer of your life. Rest is not a sign of weakness but an act of faith, an invitation for my healing to flow into every corner of your being. It mends the frayed edges of your heart, restores clarity to your thoughts, and renews strength in your bones. If you insist on carrying the weight of the world alone, you will find yourself crushed beneath its heaviness. But when you release your burdens into my hands, you discover a lightness that frees your soul. In that surrender, you create space for me to speak, for my voice to rise above the clamor of your worries. Picture a quiet stream, its waters clear and calm, reflecting the heavens above. That is what rest does for your spirit. It stills the turbulence so you can hear my whispers and see my guidance more clearly. I long to guide you, not just in the grand decisions but in the small, fleeting moments that shape your days. Consider the Israelites, wandering in the wilderness, their sandals worn from the journey. I provided manna each morning, a gift of sustenance that could not be hoarded or stored. They could not cling to yesterday's provision or borrow tomorrow's promise. They had to trust me for each new day. So it is with you, my child. You cannot thrive on the echoes of past blessings or the shadows of future hopes. I am the God of now, present in this very moment. Walk with me today. Tune your heart to my voice in this hour. Seek my wisdom for every step, whether it's a mundane task or a life-altering choice. As you do, you'll find that my presence doesn't just sustain you, it enriches you, filling your life with meaning and joy. You may wonder how to deepen this connection, how to draw nearer to me when the world pulls you in 1,000 directions. Begin by quieting your soul, like a bird settling into its nest after a storm. Carve out moments to sit with my word, not as a duty to check off a list, but as a treasure hunt to uncover my promises, my character, and my love for you. Let the scriptures breathe life into your spirit, revealing truths that anchor you in turbulent times. Pray with raw honesty, as you would to a trusted friend. Pour out your fears, confess your stumbles, celebrate your joys. Your prayers don't need to be polished or profound, only genuine. In those vulnerable moments, my Holy Spirit draws close, whispering truths you might have missed in the rush of life. And oh, my child, do not neglect the power of worship. Let gratitude spill from your lips, not just for what I have done, but for who I am. Praise is a melody that shifts the atmosphere, dismantling walls of doubt and despair. When you lift your voice in worship, whether through song, whispered thanks, or silent awe, your spirit aligns with mine, and my peace floods your heart like a river breaking through a dam. Even in your busiest moments, a single breath of gratitude can recenter you in my presence. There will be days when your faith feels fragile, when my promises seem distant, like stars obscured by a stormy sky. In those moments, know that even a mustard seed of faith, placed in my hands, can move mountains. Hold fast to hope, even when shadows loom. Let my word be the lamp that lights your path, guiding you through valleys of uncertainty. When despair creeps in, threatening to steal your joy, remember that I am the God who conquered death itself. My resurrection power pulses within you, ready to transform every wound, every doubt, every broken place into a testimony of my glory. Surrender your fears, your insecurities, your perceived limitations to me, and watch how I weave them into a tapestry of grace. My dear child, I have chosen you to carry my love. Send this message to 3 who are hurting, and watch as my peace surrounds them. I am not calling you to a rigid set of rules or rituals, but to a living relationship with me, your loving Father. I am not a far-off deity watching from the heavens. I am near, closer than the air you breathe, longing for intimacy with you. If you find yourself drifting, caught in the undertow of distractions or demands, do not despair. Turn back to me gently, without shame. My arms are always open, no matter how far you've wandered or how long you've been gone. I am the shepherd who searches tirelessly for the lost sheep, the father who stands at the gate, scanning the horizon for his child's return. Our bond is unbreakable, forged in my eternal love. One misstep cannot unravel what I have knit together. Embrace this truth. Your worth is not defined by your struggles, your achievements, or the opinions of others. It is rooted in my unchanging love for you. When anxiety whispers lies about the future, remind yourself that I hold time itself in my hands. When guilt gnaws at your soul, recall that I am the God of mercy, offering forgiveness as vast as the oceans. When loneliness presses in, let my spirit assure you that I am with you always, woven into the very fabric of your being. I am not a distant idea or a fleeting feeling. I am the living God who spoke galaxies into existence and shaped your heart with care. You are mine, and nothing in creation can sever that truth. Look around you, my child. The dawn of a new season is breaking. It's like piercing the shadows of your past. You stand on the edge of something beautiful, poised to witness my power in ways you've never imagined. Have I not promised to open doors no one can close? Have I not declared that my plans for you are filled with hope? Hold fast to faith, for I am guiding you through these uncertain days toward a future radiant with my light. The path may feel steep at times, the terrain unfamiliar, but every step is steadied by my hand. Trust me even when the way seems unclear. I urge you to practice patience, not only with those around you, but with yourself. Growth is a journey, not a race. Like a seed buried in dark soil, Your transformation requires time, quiet, and trust. You may wrestle with waiting, longing for instant change, but do not fear the process. Patience refines you, teaching you to lean on me more deeply.